Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Let me just move my seat. Okay, so today's episode's a post-fight show for UFC Fight Night. Sandhagen versus Dillashaw, bantamweight main event, and post-fight rundown of the main card. So let's get started. So to kick off the main card on this pretty bizarre card, I'll explain later. To kick off this main card in the bantamweight division, we had Adrian Yanez defeat Randy Costa. Randy Costa was looking good the first round, fairly dominant, and then second round Adrian Yanez came back and won TKO punches. Round two, and I mean, Adrian is a finisher. He's fun to watch. He's an explosive, exciting bantamweight, kind of like Sean O'Malley in a lot of ways. Excited to see more Adrian Yanez down the line, and I think Randy Costa is also going to be more exciting to watch down the line as well. Then in the women's flyweight division, we had Macy Barber defeat Miranda Maverick, and on my pre-fight show, I mentioned how I picked Miranda Maverick to win by decision, and Macy Barber ended up winning by split decision here. This decision was way off. Easily, Miranda won the first two rounds, I think, and then round three, you could say Macy probably won that round, but the judges, I think, got this one wrong, very wrong. Like DC mentioned on the commentary for this fight, that he thinks it was just wrong as well. So I'm not the only one, but Macy Barber nonetheless got the much needed win after coming off a couple losses. And I think she'll learn from this fight. You know, she'll, any more ring rust that she might have had is kind of shaking off, and I think she's going to find her groove and maybe rack up another win down the line. Yeah, so it is what it is. I think Miranda Maverick's still a top of the pack in terms of the division, and I think she has all the potential to really crack that top 10 down the line. Yeah. Nonetheless, it is what it is. Then in the featherweight division, we had Darren Elkins defeat Derek Minner. TKO punches, round two. Derek looked great in the first round and then just lost it in the second, lost control. And Darren Elkins took advantage and won. Elkins known for making these big comebacks in his fights. Yeah, Darren Elkins, you know, it's one of those things where I remember 6, 7, 8 years ago saying how, you know, I felt like he was going to be a title challenger. And, well, you know, this could be the start. You know, you could see him get dominated his next 2, 3, 4 fights and then come back to somehow win. Or just, you know, out-wrestle his opponents because he's a good wrestler. And good ground game, and maybe he'll go back to doing that. It was a nice clean win for Darren Elkins, and it was a fun, exciting fight. Then in the co-main event in the bantamweight division, we had Raulian Paiva versus defeat Kyler Phillips, decision majority. This was a fun, exciting fight. Not the biggest fan of decisions usually, as I've said a million times, but this one was fairly fun. Then in the main event in the bantamweight division, we had TJ Dillashaw coming back off a long layoff against Corey Sandhagen, and it was decision split win for TJ Dillashaw. Again, I think the judges got this wrong, and that's what I was saying earlier in the show, is that this was a odd card because you had a couple bogus decisions, and you know, if there wasn't more, if there was less finishes on this card and we had more decisions, I wonder how many more bogus decisions we might have had on this card. But luckily, like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, nearly, yeah, roughly half the card was finishes, which is awesome. But yeah, I say TJ, maybe won a round or two, and the rest was all Corey, because he stuffed a lot of takedowns. He outstruck him. Let me show you on Fight Metric here. I'll even bring it up. So, let's see here. I'll wave the camera to the screen here so you can all see it. Stats. Let's see here. Here we go. Yeah, I'll show you. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Let me pan the camera over here. So, as you guys can see, the stats, you got round 5 was pretty neck and neck, but then you got round 4 was clearly Corey Sandhagen. You got round 3, or round 2 was clearly Corey Sandhagen. Round 1 was Corey Sandhagen. You know, he outlanded on strikes 3 of the 5 rounds with ease. And then round 5, you can go either way. And the only clear round that TJ won was round 3. So, yeah, when you're judging a fight, you got to go off strikes landed first, I always say. I mean, you know, because even if you have dominant positions and you're not doing anything with it, and the guy or girl in the lesser dominant position or not dominant position is outlanding, then, I mean, that says something. You know, that says something there. So anyways, that wraps up my post-fight show for this card. But congrats to TJ for the big win. It's not like, you know, fighters make these calls, it's the judges. So yeah, stay tuned for my pre-fight for Uriah Hall versus Sean Strickland, and that's going to be a fun main event. And then we got Jenu Fry versus Ashley Yoder on the prelims. That's going to be amazing. And we got Sam Alvey on the card. Chris Dawkins is always a fun heavyweight to watch, and Bays is always fun to watch. Anyways, so until then, see ya.